Well, the thing that really motivated me was growing up and seeing how my country would used to be a rich, normal country where all my family lived, where I had great friends, was just obliterated.
What's up, guys? My name's Simon Olech with the College Fix, and I'm here at the Franciscan University of Steubenville, where Daniel DiMartino, activist, public speaker, and economist, will be giving a speech on the evils of socialism, which is especially important, as a new Axios poll found that 67% of college students hold a favorable view of the ideology. So, let's see what people have to say. So, why are you at this talk?
I'm at this talk, one, because I'm part of YAF, so I ought to be here, and two, it's just a really good talk to be here for.
What do you think about socialism, and what would you say to students who support the ideology?
Well, I think socialism at first glance makes a lot of sense, but once we get into the nitty-gritty and look at its effects throughout the world, it's clear it's not up to snuff, at least under a Catholic viewpoint.
Socialism is evil inherently.
And that's why I'm running.
I think it's good to promote free speech, and I'm a huge proponent of that as an American, but also at the same time, ideologies can be dangerous, and the certain ideologies that cause the most danger should be avoided and should be educated on.
All right, guys, I'm here with the one and only Daniel DiMartino at Franciscan University right before his speech.
Daniel's a speaker and economist focused on immigration policy who grew up in Venezuela and experienced firsthand the terrible consequences of socialism. He's a fellow at the Manhattan Institute, a board of advisors member at Young America's Foundation, and a member of the New Jersey Advisory Committee to the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights. Daniel founded the Dissidents Project, connecting high schools with immigrants who fled tyrannies around the world. Due to his accomplishments and life story, a lot of students turned out to hear DiMartino speak.
A new Axios poll found that about 67% of students hold a favorable view towards socialism. So what would you say to these students to really tell them about what you experienced in Venezuela and what you've seen around the world?
Well, what I would say is I want everybody to be better off. I want everybody to be rich, really. The question is, how do we get there? And we don't get there by punishing wealth. We get there by encouraging wealth, by training people, by giving them skills that make them more productive, not by stealing from others. Not only is that sinful, but it's not effective. It's economically suicidal. And we want private property to exist. We want people to be able to open businesses easily. We want people to be able to become rich. Right? It's not immoral to be rich. It's actually very ethical, because in a capitalist society like America's, to become rich, unless you steal money, like you're in a politician or do something shady like that, but in America, to become rich, you have to do good things for others. You have to create something of value that people want to pay you for.
Socialism, which, let's define it, its government ownership and control over the means of production, goes against Catholic social teaching. Because it is a country that used to be wealthy and became very poor. It's a country that used to be democratic and became dictatorial.
Very much for what you're doing. My dad's from Colombia, right on the border, and I have family who have had to flee Venezuela because of the socialist policies. But my question today would be, Trump's sort of like ratcheting up military action in the Caribbean Sea. Do you think an American-backed regime could work long-term in Venezuela?
Oh, that's a very, I can't answer that about the long term. I can certainly tell you that if Venezuela were to become a free country again, the world would be a better place. We talk a lot about how socialism destroyed Venezuela, but we all are paying for what happened to Venezuela, not just me because I'm from there. I mean, if Venezuela had been a free country, I would be driving a Lamborghini in Caracas because, we would be like Dubai, right?
All right, guys, so I'm here with Anna Myron, president of the Young America's Foundation Club here on campus. So, Anna, why do you think it's important to invite Daniel DiMartino to give a talk here at Franciscan?
I think it's important because he obviously has a very interesting story. He grew up in Venezuela. He watched his native country get destroyed by socialism. And with the current political scene, we just saw Mamdani win as a democratic socialist as mayor of New York City. And so I think it's more important than ever to have college students hear the horrors of socialism and why we need to really fight back against that in our country. I think a lot of people are seeing the dysfunction in the conservative movement and a lot of people attacking each other. But this presentation is good because it's something concrete, it's something we can work towards, and a goal that actually gives conservatives something constructive to start doing and start fighting for.
So what do you think about the DiMartino speech?
I thought it was, he's really well spoken for one. And his command of, like, should I say, like, freedmen and, like, how should I say, he just has such a command of all this knowledge. I'm going to talk to him afterward because I'm very impressed.
I thought it was very good, and he kind of addressed the overall concerns that came about from his experience in Venezuela in pertaining to socialism. And I think it's I already came in this talk kind of prepared because I do think socialism is kind of like this putrid thought that came out of the revolutions of 1848 and so on and so forth.
I was really good. I was a little bit late and I felt really bad about it, but I really enjoyed it. I think a lot of people that don't understand why socialism is bad just say, oh, socialism, socialism, and they don't actually know what socialism is. They just see the idealization of socialism, the good that socialism could hypothetically bring because of this, unrealistic bubble world they live in.
We got it really rough here.
Hey, did you order the orange mocha frappuccino?
You should understand that if you take away someone's property or anything that it belongs to them or pertains to them, that would be a sin against justice, because justice is something that which enables the good. It is something that you are owed. So with that in mind, I would just ask those who think about that, because you're effectively just committing highway robbery, and that's just not good.
I'm really impressed, and it's probably going to cause me to join, I think. At least this chapter, for sure. So.
And I think students that's supportive either haven't done enough research or are misunderstanding a certain way, or they're trying to be cool and not like capitalism.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, that's a wrap on our video. Daniel DiMartino gave an amazing speech here at Franciscan. Students loved it and learned a lot about the evils of socialism. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more.